What's up, Facebook? Listen, I'm excited right now. I want to talk about personal responsibility, and I apologize for the lighting. I'm in my car. I'm actually getting a lot of hit-ups on this topic called personal responsibility. And I've been talking to a couple of people that honestly don't understand what personal responsibility means. And I'm going to explain that in a second. The word responsibility means the ability to respond. Responsibility, the ability to respond. Which means you control your response. Which means you are in control of your actions. You are in control of your thoughts. You are in control. That means you need to take personal responsibility for everything that happens in your life. And that means if you get into a car accident, I ask this to everybody all the time, especially when I hire a new person, the first thing I ask them to do is tell me a little bit about yourself. I get to know them a little bit, and I ask them about some of their faults, some of the things they actually didn't accomplish, why they didn't accomplish. I ask them what they're trying to accomplish, where they're trying to go. And I look for one thing always, if they take personal responsibility. Because I know for a fact that if they take personal responsibility for their actions and their circumstances and their life, I know for a fact that they're a champion and they know what they want and they're going to accomplish greatness. Because when you take personal responsibility, everything in your life happens. And everything goes the way you actually want it to go. Everything in your life right now, the position that you're in right now in your life is because you chose to be there. And when you start blaming everybody, what happens is when you blame somebody, right, there's three fingers pointing right back at you. You cannot blame president. You cannot blame Obama. You can't blame Trump. You can't blame Hillary. You can't blame the economy. You can't blame the weather. You can't blame anybody for where you're at in your life. It's because you chose to be exactly where you're at right now. And when you take personal responsibility, and which is the ability to respond in a way that you actually want to. When you control yourself and you choose where you want to go. You choose how you want to live. You choose what comes out of your mouth. You choose what you do with your time. You choose what you do with your life and where you want to go. I promise you, you'll feel so much better because you were actually in control. Most people walk around like sheep, batting around because they have no idea where they're trying to go. And they think that their boss controls everything. They think that the economy or whatever the case is, whatever goes on in the outside realm of your inner sphere, whatever goes on in the outside world is going to affect them, is going to dictate where they're going to be. And you cannot live life like a sheep. You have to be a lion. You have to choose your circumstances. You have to choose to respond properly to what goes on in the world. All right? And there's two ways. You either react to things, like I always say this, you either react or you respond. And you have to learn how to respond. Reacting is not going to get you anywhere. You need to learn how to respond, collectively thinking about what you're trying to accomplish, and calm down, take your cool, and say, okay, what is the best option for me right now? I understand that you're going through a car accident, right? You went through a car accident. What's the first thing people will do when they get into a car accident? They react. They start cursing the guy. It's your fault, this and that. Listen, at the end of the day, you know whose fault it is? Even if the guy hit you from the back, it's your fault. You chose to be there at that specific location at that time. If somebody, I asked one of my friends, right, a couple of weeks ago, I said, listen, if your car is parked in the parking lot or your car is parked in the street and somebody hits your car, whose fault is it? You know what he said? It's the guy's fault. And you know what I said? Incorrect. It's your fault. You should have never parked your car there. And then he goes into this whole little thing saying, well, it's not my fault. I was never there. How am I supposed to know? I said, listen, you're not supposed to know. But at the end of the day, you chose to put your car in that location, and that car got damaged because you chose to park there. If you wouldn't have parked there, nobody would have hit your car. If you would have left your house 2 minutes later, 2 minutes earlier, you would have never hit that guy. It's always your control. Always your responsibility. And when you start taking responsibility for your life, things get so much better in your life. I promise you. I started to stop looking at my life as being a victim and being a victor. I am literally writing my story every single day. You have control of your life. You control how much money you make. You control how many friends you have. You control where you live. You control every aspect of your life. You're actually dictating your life. You're writing your story. And you need to choose to take personal responsibility and stop blaming everybody else, because when you blame everybody else, you're giving power and control to them. When you blame the economy, you're putting control and power to the economy, and that's why you're not where you're at. But if you say, you know what, fuck the economy, screw what's going on in the world, screw who gets elected as president, screw all that nonsense, and say, you know what, I'm going to start taking personal responsibility for my actions and start pursuing the goals and dreams that I always wanted to accomplish. And that's how you got to look at it every single day. Every single day. There's no such, listen, what my guys know, the first thing I do when I hire somebody, right when I hire them, I say, listen, there's two things I need you to know about me. Number one, I don't accept lateness. And number two, I despise excuses. Don't give me excuses. Because when you give me an excuse, you're putting control into other people's hands. You need to make sure you're on time. You need to make sure you do your work. And it's your responsibility, personal responsibility, once again, to control everything that happens. And if you can't do that, this ain't a job for you. This ain't a place for you to work. And that's the kind of culture we have in our office. That's the kind of culture you should have in your office or in your home or in your family to make sure you accomplish those goals, because you have to take control of your life. Because if you don't, I promise you, you'll be the sailboat in the fucking ocean and you'll be drifting away wherever the current goes. And you don't want that. You want what you want. You know you got dreams. You know you got goals. Go get it. And stop letting all these people hold you back. Go after your dreams and your goals and understand that, listen, once you take control of your life, once you actually have 100% control of yourself, and once you understand control of your life, life becomes a blessing instead of it being a drag. And you wait for Friday or you wait for Saturday. Every single day will be your Saturday. Every single day will be the best day of your life. And you will live life full of energy, full of excitement, full of happiness, and you'll get everything you ever wanted. And step by step, you'll get closer to your goals and your dreams. Obviously, of course, with the help of God. But you'll feel so much better and you'll feel calm. You'll feel excited. And that's what I want for all you guys. The power of personal responsibility is key. Learn to not blame anybody for your situations. Learn to take control over it. Learn to take responsibility for it. And I promise you, your life will get better. Have a good one, guys. Share this video. Like this video. And once again, if you don't like it, man, don't watch my shit. I had one guy the other day tell me, I don't like your videos. I said, great. Don't fucking watch them. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you like it and share it and talk about it. Have a good one, guys. Gym time, baby.